Hey everybody, happy Friday!
What's up? Welcome to the Laserline Podcast. I'm Philip Schuck.
I'm Trevor Cruz.
I'm Travis Lee.
Welcome everybody, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us.
Back at it
Look
again.
at Cy. I tell you what, Cy's here.
Right on
That
time.
guy, right on time. It's like he's sitting at home waiting.
He's blasting us.
Thank you,
He's
Cy.
thumb blasting us. Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a weird term. Well, welcome in. I got a haircut.
Looks great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very
we go.
professional.
Yep. Did a good job.
If you want to show it off to the camera.
I feel bad saying this because she was a really nice girl, and I got her card. I don't know if her name is
The haircutter.
Where'd you pull that out of?
Asia. Would,
Was that in your
would you
bra?
like to know what?
Was that in your bra?
Maybe. Maybe it was. Yeah, I go to Floyd's 99 on Mills.
What's up, Cy?
Nice.
What was I going to say? Oh, is her name Aya or Asia? Look
Let's
at this.
see it. Show it to the
AJA.
camera so the viewers can see too.
Aja.
Here, you show it. Or wait, I show it. I show it there.
Well, that's good enough. Okay,
Yeah.
Asia H. Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Aja.
It's either Asia or Aya. Well, anyway, she was really nice.
Shout out.
Shout out to her. She did a great job cutting my hair. And what was I going to say about her? Oh, well, there's two things. One, she's an aspiring voiceover artist. So I told her, send us an email.
Yeah.
Send us your demo reel. But then the other thing was, barbershop small talk.
Yeah.
She was cutting my hair, and she was asking me if I had any hobbies. And I told her, I don't really have a lot of hobbies. And I said, what about you? Do you have any? And she said, yeah, I'm into full combat sword fighting.
What's that mean?
And so my reaction was
Like draw blood kind of thing?
yeah. So as soon as she said that, I started laughing, and I was like, that's awesome. And then she got a little defensive. She was like, it's not like LARPing or anything, you know? It's like
It's probably like LARPing if
No,
that's how
okay.
she defends
It's
it.
probably exactly like LARPing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get this. So apparently, I guess it was started in Europe. Is where it kind of grew in popularity, and now it's over here in the States. So they dress up in full combat armor with blunted swords and axes and beat the crap out of each other,
That sounds
like
fun.
MMA but medieval times.
Okay.
Sounds
And-
like LARPing, but with
Yeah.
real metal.
And so I was
instruments.
It's not LARPing.
I was like,
It's not LARPing, dude. I just dress up in costume and battle people.
yeah. I
What's
was
wrong
like,
with LARPing anyways? Why even have
Is
to
she a
say that
LARP
like
shamer?
LARPing? Yeah.
Look at this video though.
Oh, it's not LARPing, then it's not cool. Sorry.
She's a
you
LARP,
know?
So,
LARP denier.
I forget what the
Yeah.
name was. She was saying that it was called full
Muay Thai.
Muay
Muay Thai.
full combat, like
Sword fighting.
sword fighting or something like that. I forget what she called. She had a name for it, but I mean the whole thing sounded kind of interesting. And I was like, well, I was like, man, you have to be in shape for that because you got to wear armor and you got to
Yeah.
run around and swing the thing. And it's melee format. Typically, the ones that she does are melee format, so it's like 10v10. And she
Oh.
said in North Carolina there was a tournament.
10v10?
Yeah, or something like that.
Where do they do this? In an open field?
Open field or sometimes indoors.
Do they get hurt?
Yes.
Do they die?
No.
When do they stop?
But she said that. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, good question. Because I asked that question too. I was
When
like, when
blood
are
is
you
drawn.
when are you out?
to
you
the
know?
villages. you
It's
know?
either if you fall down on the ground and then you just have to sit there,
Yeah.
or submission through pain. So she was telling me occasionally you can you can get your weapon in between the gaps of the armor, and so
That's a good move.
a lot of times,
Yeah.
like she said somebody hit her with an axe in between her armor, like near her shoulder blade, and I was like, I don't know.
Ouch.
It sounded really painful. I was like, man,
So
she's
like a sword went in.
yeah, it was an axe. It was like a blunted metal axe.
But if a sword went in, it would just go in and keep on going in.
I guess it didn't go in. I think it just like bruised the
know?
crap out of her shoulder blade. Like it just.
Trevor was telling me about this earlier, and I was like, I don't know, man. Even with a blunted axe, if I went full beast mode, I feel like I could just come down on somebody's head and
Look at
just
that video.
demolish,
I found this video.
just
of it.
crack their head armor.
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
I feel
post
like
this
I feel
in
like
the,
a heavy axe would
in
dent
the show
dent
notes.
the helmet
a
and
heavy
like
axe.
come in contact with your skull.
Even if not, the blunt
Yeah.
force alone is enough to give you
I'm gonna
whatever
post
those CTE things are that football players
Look at
get.
this.
you should link that to the
I'm gonna put it in the
feed.
comments.
Okay, so we're watching a video here where there's a guy with an axe versus another guy with an axe. Whoa! Those are some serious swings.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want me to, which one is that? That's B, that's C, that's me.
Get focus. I can go closer. There you go.
3, 2. Oh,
Look at that.
these guys are barbarians.
That
Yeah.
one dude's huge.
Yeah. It'd be cool to,
Anyway.
you could cast them in a medieval movie.
Yeah, I was saying they should
Like
freelance
Braveheart.
at Medieval Times like once a week.
Yeah.
Like have like and like Phil was saying we should have like an adult Medieval Times.
Yep. Look at
There should
that.
be like an adult night, and that's what's going on. So you're welcome, Medieval Times, for that idea. I think you would make a killing.
I got a cool flare
And then I
going
think
on.
my brother was because
All right.
like 2 months ago I was like, hey Joe, what's up? And he's like, oh, I'm watching this medieval battles. It's like soccer, but it's people dressed up in medieval armor like battling each other.
So how is it
And
like
it's like
soccer?
Well, I mean, it's a big sporting event basically.
Okay.
So they're like countries have teams.
Wow.
And
What's
like
it called?
different
What is the
countries fight
overall
each
word for
other.
this?
I don't know, but we were laughing. We were like, because we're not really into sports that much. We were like, this is the one we should get into and like have the
Oh.
shirts and be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, have you seen New England or England versus Brazil? You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like what are you talking
What do you
about?
think their
Soccer?
team
Like,
names
no,
would be?
medieval night fighting. You know?
Yeah. The what would their team names be? I wouldn't be able to imagine.
Whirling dervish,
No, that's a good one. Go whirling dervishes.
marinara
Yeah,
sauce.
Yeah. That's ketchup.
It's crazy. Like I was kind of flabbergasted, and I was interviewing her basically like as if she was on the podcast. I was like, man, she should totally come on and talk about this. But the other thing she said was there was a tournament recently in North Carolina, and it was like she said there was like 150 people or something like that in this tournament, and it was one day, and it was like a bracket, and it was like teams
Yeah.
versus teams. She said her team came in second. It's like it's
A
like
10-person team.
something like that. There was like
Jeez.
a women's division and a men's division, and she said the women's division only had like 5 teams or something like that, and the men's had like 15. Or I could be butchering that, but basically there was significantly more
I
men
fell.
in it than women. But I thought that was really cool that there was like both sides were just going
and
going
then
at it.
I asked you, do the women fight the men?
Oh yeah, and then I was like,
Wait, they do?
no.
Oh.
There's
Do they
no-
have
there's
weight
no way.
divisions? Because
There's
like
no
if
way.
I wanted to
That's what they
compete-
should
Can you
do. weight
imagine like
divisions.
Yeah.
And then if
those two
you're-
guys fighting were like
just the
250, 300
yeah.
pounds
Those axe
easily.
swings would just
yeah
crushing
You'd-
down on
you'd get
your
crushed.
hairdresser would not work out well.
yeah.
Whoops, left it on Phil for
So.
a while.
Hey.
You know
You're
what's
right, yeah.
happening here is we're devolving to the Roman Empire or something like that. You know, like
Eventually, it's like women can't fight.
Yep. Speaking
Well, no,
of devolving to the
I
Roman Empire,
I think there were some women gladiators, but yeah,
Oh, really?
I think so.
I don't-
Or Amazon women,
I
they
don't
cut
know
their boob off
history.
so they could shoot the arrow. But anyway,
They would cut their boob off so they could do that?
Yeah, you heard about that?
That's hardcore.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I just
So-
become
so
a
the story
swords
goes.
woman.
Yeah.
You know, I would
Yeah.
just learn swords.
Keep my boobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway, that's my haircutting story.
Nice.
I'm
nice.
real thirsty after talking.
Close
about all that.
shave.
Yeah.
Maybe
How
we
about
should
a
close one.
Anybody thirsty? Let's get a LaCroix with the boys here.
what's the order of operations here?
Just open it. Cheers.
Cheers.
LaCroix with the boys, lime.
LaCroix.
Were you going to say something? Because I've. Speaking of women fighting men, sort of, but let's be respectful. It's a former. I read this online. I think it seemed like it maybe was high schoolers or something. I think it was
Always
maybe
high schoolers.
track and field or something like that.
The worst kind.
But like a young girl outran a formerly male, now identifying as transgender female, and she beat him in the race. Or
She
her.
beat the male?
She beat the
trans.
trans, gender female.
Wait, who beat who?
A natural born female beat the transgender female.
Wow, that's a
in
big
race.
win. That's
so
great.
It's like,
Yeah.
good for her.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, that's
Kill it.
great.
You know?
You always read these stories about these women that are trans that identify as that enter these athletic competitions and dominate.
You like to hope for the best, think for the best for these people, and live your lives. But a little part of you like, are you just going in to try to like dominate the sport, or at least that's a happy, a happy accident on the back end of whatever you might be going through.
A recent episode of South Park that might be like one of my favorite episodes in a long time that touched on that whole topic, and it was like. So the vice principal of South Park, I don't know if y'all have watched South Park recently, but a lot has changed. So the vice principal of South Park is Strong Woman. That's her vice principal, Strong Woman, and then there's PC principal. And so basically those two are together. And anyway, vice principal, Strong Woman enters basically the CrossFit games or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And the guy's interviewing her, and he's like, Have you heard about this Heather Swanson? She's like, she's a tough competitor. She's winning a lot of these events. She's the first born male transgender competing as a woman, and she's doing really well. What are your thoughts on that? And she's like, well, she's like being very PC or whatever about it. And then they're like, actually, do you want to talk to her? She's right here. And the camera pans over, and she looks like Macho Man Randy Savage. And he's like, oh yeah, brother, it's like beating up girls, it's just, it's so funny. And the whole time, then there's a whole montage of him competing in the events, and he's kicking everybody's ass the whole time.
Well, duh.
And he's talking all this trash.
Oh, that's funny. How does it end?
Bonesaw is ready.
Oh, well, I think the other issue was, so her husband, PC Principal, gets involved, and so then he starts trans shaming, making him seem like he's homophobic and transphobic and all this stuff to combat him or whatever. And so he's all down on his luck. And then I think eventually, if I remember correctly, he kind of stands up to her. They all stand up to her, and she just basically they make her leave town. Something like that. I'm probably butchering it. I kind of forgot, but the best part was the reveal. It was just oh my gosh.
And then the montage.
Yeah, and the montage. Here, I'm going to post that in the comments. That's that, what do you call it? That Brutal Armored Combat League.
Oh, yeah, back.
Yeah. I'm going to find a picture of Heather Swanson.
It would
Who's
be
Heather
interesting if
Swanson?
all sports were intersexed. What's the right word for that? Commingled, boys and girls,
No.
men and women.
You think that would be a good idea?
No, it would be interesting.
Oh, yeah, it'd be interesting.
Because there might be certain sports, there would definitely be certain sports that maybe either one might kind of dominate.
Right.
Contact sports,
But maybe it
Maybe
might
not.
evolve the sport to be less about the physicality, and then there'd be a new, oh, wow, they don't play football that way anymore. Just that maybe it's played differently.
Yeah.
Because you still can't, do certain injuries, So it's maybe... I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's something we've talked about before too.
They
It's
outmaneuver the players more versus out-strength the players.
right.
you know?
Maybe they jump over their head or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or you could imagine
flash,
they might.
flash their tits.
Maybe they'd be way
that
better
worked.
at
I don't know. That wouldn't work.
the long
That's
jump or
misogynistic.
track and field type things. Maybe
Yeah.
they would dominate. That's something we talked about too. Is how boxing has weight divisions.
Yes.
So it's if you have two teams of 115-pound football players, and they're all equally matched, that's got to be just as interesting as the 300-pound players.
Yeah.
There's no
Right.
reason.
There's no reason that-
reason that wouldn't be interesting.
Yeah.
Still.
There's no reason that the big brutes should be more interesting. It's the same.
As long as their weight class kind of
Yeah.
competitive for each other.
Right.
So you could have different weight classes
Yeah.
of football. And,
Mhm.
and
There should be
whatnot.
preliminary qualifiers.
You could have short basketball.
Yeah.
Everybody's short.
I'd like that. Why not?
Division.
5
It
feet
would be a
under.
better way of it would be like it'd be a competitive inclusivity.
Yeah,
You know?
because maybe
It wouldn't just be like everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you still got to work for it.
like
you know?
maybe I could get on the crappy football team. You know,
Yeah.
I think
But
my
you
weight,
would try your damnedest, you know? You
Yeah.
would give it your all.
I think my weight is too high and my skill is too low to ever be on the low end football team.
Yeah. But at least with like, you might be able to like try out for certain things.
That's Heather Swanson
On the
from
which
South
one?
Park. I posted it in the.
Oh,
Oh,
it's exactly
it is
Ra-
Macho Man.
Yeah.
He's got a
Yeah.
beard and everything.
Oh, Macho Man.
Macho
yeah.
Man,
Macho
Randy
Man.
Savage.
Is that what I said before? Did I say Macho
Yeah,
Man or
I
did
think
say
so.
something else? Yeah. Look at this image.
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd hate to go up against that one.
Yeah.
She can win.
I love South
Whoa,
Park.
whoa. What is all that?
It's a well-known fact in the office that I love South Park.
Yes.
I
I
think
think
that's
there's
my favorite
scrappers
show.
outside.
Yeah, scrappers or the wind. We're getting some blustery weather out there. It was like 87 degrees yesterday.
Why did it
Yep.
become cold overnight?
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden winter. It was like summer
yeah,
2 days
I know.
ago.
It might be the last good day, so
I
enjoy
know.
it, people.
I know.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. This
I'm
is
gonna
the
have a
I know.
fire- I'm gonna have a
last-
fire tonight.
Yeah, basically once you get close to like the end of February, it's like any day now.
Yeah,
I
any
did.
day.
I did not expect any more cold, honestly. I was
Right.
mentally out of it. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the leaves, it seems like spring.
All the leaves
Flowers are coming.
brown.
Yeah. It's daylight savings time on March 8th.
Ooh, hey,
Thank
my
goodness.
birthday.
The good one?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yes,
the good one.
good one's
Spring
coming
forward.
back.
It's the good one.
It is?
Yeah,
That's good.
it's good because
is?
we just
Yes,
had the bad.
the bad one is the
bad
winter
one
time.
was the recent one.
That's the fall back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I thought spring forward would be worse because you would lose an hour.
Well, you lose an hour, but you like gain it
gain
the next
daylight.
day. You know, like
You
it
gain
evens
daylight
out.
the next day. You know?
Yeah, it evens out better.
Okay.
So the sun will all of a sudden set like an hour later.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to set your
But-
clocks forward an hour.
But like in terms of sleeping, you know, it's like you go to bed, it falls back, you wake up, it's like, oh, it's 5 a.m., but actually it's 6 a.m.
right? Yeah,
Right.
it's a small trade-off.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's way
Because
worth it.
Now the sun's going to be setting at like 8 p.m.
I feel like the spring forward is the easier transition of the two. I think it's kind of brutal when daylight savings time happens.
And then we
Yeah.
fall back, and then it's
Yeah.
like 5. Oh yeah, it starts getting dark
yeah.
at 5. Yeah, it sucks. It's
It's
brutal.
awful.
Yeah.
The way it goes is what I finally realized was we probably talked about this, but I used to think I hate daylight savings time, but I actually realized I love it because the real time is what we're in now.
Yeah, this is the
Like
bogus
the winter
time.
time is the real time, which
Mhm.
sucks.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, I
and
see.
then daylight savings time is about to happen, which is awesome.
The later sunset.
I think we should keep daylight savings time only, or go the opposite way in winter.
Yeah.
So
well,
like
yeah.
double
yeah.
down
That's
on
a good
daylight
idea.
savings time. Get
Yeah.
rid of real time altogether.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I
Alright.
say.
That's what was hilarious about.
Yeah. Take
uh,
that. Not day. Like,
Yeah, get rid of real time.
yeah.
Like when
Screw
Julian
real
was
time.
born, he was born in like through the like he was born in. Did daylight savings time already happen? Yeah, it already happened. So it was setting later. So like we'd put him to bed, like super early, like 6 p.m. or something like that, and it'd still be like, bright outside.
yeah.
And like this is weird.
Then
I
you can
feel
still
weird
hang
doing
out, talk
this.
to your wife,
Yeah,
Yep.
look at the sunset.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep. So speaking of, I got none.
Sunset.
The look on your
Yeah.
face made it seem like you really
I know.
had something. I was like,
Nothing.
I was getting very
Oh,
excited.
I
what you were
remember.
talking about.
It was speaking of the gladiators and the Romans.
Oh yeah.
Remember how
Yeah.
I said I had to go to the post office? I never made it, but I was going to go there because they have a
I'm really
package.
surprised by that.
I decided to buy some coins. Like
Oh my god.
I wanted to bring them.
Are there
but
chocolate inside?
no, they're like
What'd you buy,
a
like minted
gold
coins?
coin? Yeah, I was like, why not?
Oh my god.
You know,
Wait, where are they?
So you're like invested in gold?
I bought like a coin. Yeah, I was like,
Just one?
yeah, they're expensive as hell.
How much was it?
Like a gold, it was like $1,600. I was
You
like,
bought one?
Yeah,
Why'd you buy one?
why not? It's like
Is the price of gold up?
it's down now, but I was like, maybe it'll go up, And it's like it's down historically, and I was like, it's a gold coin. It's
Uh-huh.
cool. It's a year 2020.
Ooh.
You
a
know?
2020
Is it like an
gold
American
coin.
Yeah,
gold
it's an
coin?
American Eagle gold coin.
So
You need to get a safe.
is that like what it's worth? Is what you paid?
No, because I had to pay a little bit on top for the processing. It's worth like technically like 16. Or
you
something.
did
And
you
what'd you
order
pay?
it?
Yeah, I ordered it online.
And what'd you pay for it?
I ordered. I think I paid like $16.90, maybe
Okay, so like $90 shipping and processing,
something
or something like that.
that. Yeah. And then I ordered some silver, but silver's worth nothing, so it's pointless.
But is it like currency, or it's just a piece of American printed
It's
gold?
like a piece of gold with. It's actually only worth $50. You know, it's
a piece of gold is?
A piece of gold is technically and always will be worth $50, but it's worth more in the gold. It's a
Is
weird.
it solid gold?
It's like 99 or something. There's other
but
things.
there's no like center.
What do you mean?
You know, like sometimes there's like
Right.
other less precious metals in the middle of coins, but this is
Like gold plated versus solid
it's not.
gold. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's solid gold.
Yeah, for the most part, it's solid gold. There's other ones in there that are
Uh-huh.
just to make it in the coin to help it get more solid.
Mhm.
But yeah, so it's at the post office.
It's at the post office right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that
why
would've
you were
been
going to go
cool
there.
then.
To pick it up. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you now. I'm on board. That's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I
purchase.
was like, oh, maybe it's worth something. You can
Did
always
you
kind
do
of
it for
resell
fun or
it.
like for an investment?
Kind of both. It's like, well, what am I going to do? I have money sitting in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You know, what good is cash? You know, in theory, it's
Cash
like,
is king.
but well, I have a gold coin now. you
Yeah.
know?
So
Well,
it's technically
words out.
$50 of currency.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you could spend it at a restaurant.
Yeah, you can spend it at
and
a
all
restaurant.
all it would be worth is $50.
All it would be worth is $50.
But the gold inside of it is worth more than
Yeah.
$50.
You could go to like a coin
Oh, I
collector who will pay more, things like that.
Is
you
it
know?
because of the print of the coin or just the gold inside of it? Like melting
There's like
it
an
down?
intrinsic value because of the gold, and then there's a value that people might add to it
Because it's like a
because
collector's
it's a
item or
collector's
something?
item.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So which is worth more? The collectability?
Right now, the gold right now, but depending on certain gold coins, you might find gold coins that might be worth $10,000
because of the rarity.
because of the rarity. Yeah.
So you got double potential for
For maybe like 50
Growth.
years down the road, I open up my safe and I'm like, all right, 10 of these things.
Do you have a safe?
No.
You
But I'm
need to
thinking
get
about
one
getting
now.
one, you know?
And
like,
what's your address?
no thanks.
You heard it here. He's got a gold
Yeah.
coin laying around somewhere in his room. If you know where he lives, go
Yeah.
get it.
Oh, speaking of safes and gold coins and addresses,
I'll tell you. I'll split it with you.
I saw that this rapper guy died.
Hey, Dennis Marxico joined.
Hey.
Hey, what up, Marxico?
This rapper guy died, and he posted his address that he was staying at. It was an Airbnb, and it was in the Hollywood Hills over in L.A. And then they say some people just showed up in masks, went into the house, and killed him. And like he
Like
posted,
a bunch of people showed up and killed him?
yeah. Like
Wait, why did they kill him?
Because he's like a rich, famous rapper that is like young and maybe spends his money dumb, and people can take advantage of him and rob him. And I don't know. But he posted the address he got some stuff shipped to him at, and people later on that day went and killed him.
Why don't you just rob him? Why don't you just
They
tie
did
him
that.
up and beat him
And then they did
take
that.
his stuff?
Yeah, they did both. So,
Okay.
and it's a very nice neighborhood. You're like,
That's-
wait a minute, this is like $1 million homes here,
that's tragic, man.
and it's
that
it's
sucks.
to me, it's like this is strange. I feel like there's a conspiracy circle. Like, I feel like it's next level. That's all. It's like mass people in this like $10 million home community. You know, these homes are all worth a bunch of money. What are the neighbors going to
Marcel?
think now?
Mm.
Or maybe the
Um,
neighbors are the ones that didn't want him there.
Is it the
You know
coin
what's-
that you got? Is it the American Eagle 2020?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Something like that.
It's got like
If they left him alive, they would have had a recurring source of income.
Yeah.
You know,
well, the stuff
potential.
that's coming soon.
Yeah, but he was flashing big wads of money in his car. It's almost like you're an idiot too, you know.
That's a life lesson you lose your life learning, I guess. That's awful.
Learn it from him.
So you shouldn't have brought up the gold coin that you purchased.
Well, I don't have it actually. It's at the post office, so
It's safer there.
yeah.
Don't bring it here.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I was actually thinking about getting a safety deposit box. It's like,
Oh
ooh,
yeah,
that's
Post
gonna sound
office?
fun.
Do you
Yeah.
remember like
At a bank, you get them at banks.
Yeah, I feel
Oh,
like
at
my
a bank,
parents
yeah,
had one at one point, or
Yeah.
like as a kid, we'd go to the bank and go to the safety deposit box
Yeah.
room.
I was thinking like that kind of sounds fun. You know, maybe you
Yeah.
can keep your birth certificate in there, some other important documents, like a gun. Can you keep a gun in there?
I don't think you can put firearms in there.
Damn.
Why not?
I think that's just probably because they
But in
just go in
movies-
there and you go get it and you
Go
rob
rob
the
the
place.
Give me more money.
they forget it's in there and they
Yeah.
just bust it out. I would like to make a withdrawal.
Yeah,
No, really?
yeah. I don't think you can.
Well, maybe you could keep bullets You know?
I would think you'd be able to keep the gun before the bullets.
No. 'Cause
Well,
you
like
can
what if
just
the place
sneak the
catches on
bullets-
fire and the bullets start? I don't know.
Popping off.
The bullets start shooting through
That would be
documents.
awful. They're like, "There's a fire going, but don't worry, it's controlled. It's only in one small area." Wait, I think that's where all the bullets are kept.
Nobody
They all
go
die
near.
from
Yeah.
bullet wounds, not from the fire.
Oh, that'd be terrible. Is that how guns work?
I don't know.
Well, if you get a bullet hot enough, it just bullets.
Bullets. It probably does.
It just
you know?
busts out.
Yeah, what is it? It just shoots. You know, what does a bullet do?
Shoot.
Yeah.
The gun shoots. The bullet does what?
Flies. It explosively flies.
It bullets.
Getting a safe deposit box. Since a gun doesn't need much storage space, a good option is to store yours in a safe deposit box.
All right.
Renting a safe deposit box
So
should
you can
cost
bring
you
a gun into the bank.
in the range of $20 per year. According to the Washington Savings Bank, while there is no law against storing money or guns in a safe deposit box, most rental agreements prohibit the storage of explosives, intoxicating liquors, narcotics, or any property of an illegal, malodorous or destructive nature.
Hashtag malorderous.
Loosely translated, check with your bank, and if they do allow you to store a gun, it will of course need to be unloaded.
Okay, but you can probably store the bullets right next to it.
The bank will most certainly not allow storing ammo.
It really says that?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
So that
Yes, it
means
does.
I can't.
Uh,
I can't
Well,
store
most
my.
certainly not.
I mean,
Well, it
that's
said.
what this
It
article
said.
says.
It
This
already
is
said
like
no explosives. or
some
anything.
website,
Oh.
storagefront.com.
Yeah.
That means I can't store all my gross old liquor collection.
Yeah, I was
All
looking
my-
forward to
Hey, John joined. Shout
those
out,
those
John.
little
What's up, buddy?
those little bottles that you get at like my little liquor bottles, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from the mini bar.
Yeah, the mini bar or an airplane. You
Uh-huh.
know, maybe the first time you had a drink, you save it. Oh, I don't know.
And you put that in your safe deposit
Yeah.
box. That'd be a liquor, though. You can do that.
I know. That's what's a bummer about it.
Yeah.
So you can put a gun in there. You can't put the ammo.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's a weird thing to store in a safe deposit box, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know. If you have kids or something in your house, you want to keep it out of your house.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
seems like a
bad.
good idea. You know, $20 a year, like a really good, safe place to store the most important things. Is that bad? Is it? You know, is that?
Right.
Because at your house, what if your house burns down while you're away?
How do you know? What if you're like a crappy bank employee and you've
Oh,
got the
yeah.
keys? Can you just one day just go through all the safety deposit boxes and like clear them out and peace out?
I guess I don't.
How
but
do you,
Maybe the bank insures it for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would stink though. Like,
Yeah.
oh, your family heirlooms are gone. Somebody just took them.
Yeah. Someone
bolted.
hightailed. We got robbed.
Yeah.
The bank got robbed. It's the old West out here.
Apparently, he opened up a safety deposit box, took out the gun.
We should get one for
Rob
Laser
the
Lion.
Yeah.
yeah.
What can we put
What
in
would you
there?
put in there? The
Yeah.
dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphin definitely needs to go in there.
Yeah.
Maybe an old LaCroix can.
No. Yeah. That would work.
I don't know.
So maybe like that.
I would like to
Chick-fil-A
get a safe.
360
Like,
rig.
I think it would be cool to just have like a gun safe.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could put guns in there, but you can put other stuff in there too. It's still
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah. It's a safe.
It's like nice and big.
Yeah.
Just
A
put
big,
some
nice safe.
large items in there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Remember that lake house we filmed a music video in?
Oh,
And There was
yeah.
a whole room.
Oh,
This-
There was
Yeah.
a
Panic
whole
room.
small panic room that was a
was a
huge safe.
yeah.
That was crazy.
So
Makes you
crazy.
wonder what was in there at one point. Maybe it was like filled with money,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that guy that was running it out stole it all.
Or like liquor in the Prohibition days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or like it was a torture chamber or something.
Yeah, even better.
Sex dungeon.
Yeah.
That was just the entrance that led underground to something.
That
else.
place was
yeah.
currently a sex dungeon when we were there, remember?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Because we rented it
Oh,
out
yeah,
to film a music
yeah.
video. And
He
we
was like
walked
picking
around.
up condoms
There
and
was- he
cocaine.
was picking up
like, He was like
condoms.
walking around showing us the property. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
He picked up condoms and like little
Maybe that should be
baggies
the
of
title of this
drugs.
episode.
Yeah. Why are
And he
you
was, like,
picking up the
picking them
condoms on the ground with your bare fingers?
It was
It was
weird.
his job,
Disgusting,
man. It was
man.
his job.
Yeah.
He's maintaining the property.
God,
Yeah.
I hope I didn't shake his hand.
We found drugs too while we were there, like under the
Mm-hmm.
like one under one of the
Yeah, it was like a
pieces
little
of,
baggie of like cocaine or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pretty much empty.
What do we do with it?
He
I
took
think
it.
Travis.
I don't remember what we did with it.
I think you stuck it up your butt.
Yeah, you know, I might
That
have.
wasn't necessary. You could have just put it in your pocket.
No, it gets better that way. You know, it fits.
Why is it
snugger.
always got to be up the butt? I guess it's a hard place to search.
Yeah, it's a hard place to search.
Yeah.
And the smell might cover up the other stuff.
That's-
You know.
Very true. That's a weird world.
Yeah.
So
Very
when we
strange.
started going live, Facebook asked me if I wanted to do a watch party with my friends, so I clicked it.
Yeah.
I still don't know exactly what's going on, and Joel Leopard is watching.
Watch
says-
party?
Yeah, he said, "What is a watch party?" I still don't get it.
That's what
Also,
he said.
do
or
you know
that's what
Mario
you said?
Party? I don't know either one.
Mario Party? Oh, it's fun.
That was
It's fun
that
game.
was a game of some sort.
I've heard of it.
And a watch party.
Jessica Ashcraft joined my watch.
We used to
party.
play it at
What's a
my friend
watch
Adam's house,
party?
and Jared would always get screwed over.
Oh, we should have plugged the Hazer in, and then when they could have had a dance party, watch party.
Yeah.
Dance party, watch party. So are they watch partying from your Facebook?
I think so.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're watching in my watch party puts up the count of the live view
Okay.
or not.
I don't know if it does.
Yeah, because I've got
Hey
the
Jessica, what up?
I've got the
We love Beeline.
the main
that's
one up
well.
over here, and there's only 3
Trevor?
people on this one.
And me. Dun, dun. Yeah. So, yeah, I would have had a gold coin, but I don't.
That would have been
So-
good for the podcast.
Yeah. And some silver bars, but
You bought some silver bars?
Yeah.
How many?
well, actually, speaking of bars, silver bars. Do you know how much a gold? You know, like when you see like a movie and they're like robbing banks with gold,
gold
bars.
bars,
Do
yeah.
you know how much a gold bar? What do you think a gold bar is worth?
10,000.
100,000.
Okay, ready? Like it's probably varies, but it's probably worth about $500,000 to $600,000. Isn't it like
Wow.
yeah?
In one bar. What
In
does it
one
weigh?
bar. About
Do you know what it
24 to
weighs?
Because
26
they're really
pounds.
heavy. They're like small,
yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
they're usually small, but they're heavy.
They're like 24
they,
to
like-
26-ish pounds, I think.
What's up, Nick?
Do the movies make them larger just for movie's sake, or do they?
There's
come
different
in-
There
sizes.
are
There's
bars
different
like
sizes.
that, but
Yeah.
when I was
Those
online,
are usually like military stock,
Yeah.
you know, like the big ones.
when I looked up, like the
And
place
feel
that
like
I bought,
most you can get are like that big.
yeah, the place I bought, you could only buy ones that were like max.
It's our
10,000.
podcast, Nick.
What sizes did you buy?
I didn't buy any gold
Oh,
bars.
No, but you bought silver bars.
Oh yeah, but those were tiny. They were like probably like this.
What were the like weights and sizes you could buy of those?
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
it's worthless. Silver's garbage. You know, it's like
Isn't it weird to think too? Like,
I'll give the
are they
puppies
still
love.
mining for gold? I guess they
yeah,
are, right?
Yeah. But I was like, wait, one day they're gonna like have asteroid mining, and then
Oh, that's
all
gonna be
this gold is
weird.
gonna be worth garbage. And I was like,
Your
did I just make
coin.
my gold? But then I was like, maybe Earth gold. Well, Earth gold, you
Got 'em
know?
with the Earth gold.
The Earth gold, like
Yeah,
asteroid
yeah.
gold, will be like, no, I don't want asteroid
There's
gold.
asteroids everywhere, you know.
Right. You
But
want
this
Earth
Earth gold right
gold.
here. Yeah.
So I think when that happens, people will realize, oh, Earth gold. You want Earth gold, you know?
you don't want asteroid gold. You want Earth gold.
Yeah, not Mars or Moon gold. You know, there people will want Earth gold.
Yeah.
Why would they
well,
want Earth
Mars
gold
and
more
Moon
than-
gold
more
would
than
still
space
be
gold?
Why? Because
up there, I think.
they just would.
Oh, speaking of space, I heard I didn't get to read it because it was before I came into work, but I heard that they found breathable oxygen somewhere out in space.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I assume it's on a planet. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it just floating around in a bubble?
Yeah,
out
It's
there?
like in a cloud.
There it is.
You know?
Oh,
Hey, there goes.
Let's go. You know, there's like
Get
There
in
it
it.
is.
Get in it. Let's climb in and
there's
breathe.
like space clouds out there. There's particle
Yeah.
clouds out there.
Yeah,
you know? I'm not sure,
that's cool.
but anyway, that's cool.
That is cool. Now I just want to see
wonder
a
if we can get
bubble
to
of
it, though.
oxygen floating around in
Yeah.
space.
And I want it to be sentient.
Yeah.
Maybe like talk and be obnoxious.
Kill it.
Jessica wants to know what's in your cup, Trevor.
I got this drink in my cup. It's water.
It's vodka.
It's very. I mean, what would you like it to be?
Trevor's like, I haven't had a drink in 2 years. And we're like, what's in that cup?
Yeah.
He's always got that cup with him.
Yeah. You know, I haven't had a drink in 2 years. Why does he always make that like movie alcohol sound when they drink?
Yeah.
Like those guys like in movies, they're just like
You gotta do this. You gotta
like
do this.
burns on the way down.
This is the drunk drink, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta go. Screw you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta do the
It's kind of hard to do with LaCroix, a carbonated beverage.
That's pretty good.
Like, why
Yeah.
why does Trevor get real belligerent and then pass out in the afternoon?
Yeah, usually around 3 or 4, I'm like, yeah, you guys don't you know what the hell you're talking about.
You know, that's probably what
That's,
productivity used to look like.
Yeah.
You know, people probably, I think, were
Like
drunk
Mad
in the
Men days?
afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like drunk by lunch, you know? That sounds like a good movie, Drunk by Lunch.
With Matt Damon.
Drunk by lunch, trademark. We're doing it.
You know, you can make it like a funny, like what's that guy with like a Will Ferrell and all
Yeah.
of them?
You could go
fun.
several ways with it.
Yeah.
It could also be like a drama. which
Oh,
could be
yeah,
about
like a
alcohol.
heavy
Yeah.
drama.
Or it could be
Yeah.
like a scary movie, you know, or something,
Oh.
like a weird action movie, you know. You're gonna be drunk by lunch.
Where's the action?
It's like, what?
It's
Should
like
I be worried?
Who is this?
and then,
you worry
And then the
about
camera pans over to the catering. They're like, "Where is it? So the food has alcohol in it somewhere." It's like that.
Nobody eat anything. We're all gonna go in, push the food off the table. Don't eat it. Don't drink. Stop it. Get that come out.
That scene.
Don't
from,
you get it? He wants us to be drunk by lunch. Don't you see what he's doing?
We're gonna screw up the conference call, and we're gonna lose the client.
It's like Speed, but drinking.
Yeah. We stay sober by 12 p.m.
If we keep our blood alcohol level above,
If your blood alcohol level goes too high, you will explode.
yeah.
How much can we drink without
What's gonna
getting
make
drunk
me-
by lunch?
Why do we have to drink it all?
How am I going to explode? I don't understand how that works.
You have to take a sip every minute. But if you drink too much, you get drunk by lunch and you explode.
Oh, he said the title. Drunk by lunch.
Wait, that'd be good. Yeah, you have to take a sip every minute.
Some guy, crazy guy with a gun, making sure you do it.
Every minute you gotta take a sip.
And I'm like,
That didn't
that
count.
wasn't a sip. Take a big one.
Yeah, you do like the drinking game sip where you're too drunk to really take a sip or like continue chugging, so you're just sort of like pouring it into your mouth and back into
Yeah.
your hand.
Yeah. It's
like the
that.
late stages of a hot dog competition.
Oh, brother. That's another.
We should do a hot dog eating competition on the show.
Oh God, I would do it. There's
I
that
could
hot
do,
dog
like-
place down the street from us.
I'd get like one dog down and
We should try to
Slow it
prep.
down,
Let's
real.
eat big dinners leading up to it.
I've
you
been
know?
prepping all my life
Spaghetti
for
and
this.
meatballs.
How many hot dogs have y'all eaten at one time?
I want to say
Two?
like 6.
6?
Are you kidding me?
I think like
Oh,
like
we're
during the
s-
span of like a short
in
picnic
trouble.
thing back in the day, I had like 6 hot dogs. Wait, remember when we went to that gay bar and got all those hot dogs?
Oh yeah, right by your old house.
Yeah.
What was that called? Paradise.
Paradise? I don't know.
Oh, the gay bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just called it the gay bar.
It's gone through several.
Yeah.
different
yeah, maybe the
management
Paradise.
teams,
Yeah, they
but-
used to serve hot dogs
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
short
Remember,
shorts
we
with no shirts
ate
on.
a fair amount
and
of
we
hot
ate
dogs.
a ton of those hot
Yeah.
dogs. You know, it's nice
They
to
were
go.
free.
It's nice to go into a bar and not have to worry about girls hitting on you. You know, you're just there to have fun.
You're
and
just
dance.
you're
and eat hot
pissing off all
dogs.
the bar
Yep.
goers because you're not gay, so they
Yo.
they
Yeah,
can't take
everybody
your-
thought I was like a big bear.
Yeah, they can't take
Yep.
you home.
Like,
They're
nah.
eyeing you, and they're like,
I'm just here for the hot dogs, brother.
yeah.
Oh, Mike, that reminds me.
You're diluting the market.
I was out at dinner over the weekend,
Uh-huh.
and you know, speaking of gay people hitting on you, there was a guy 2 seats down from me at the bar at this restaurant, and then he starts quietly noticing me, and then he's like, "Are you a vampire?" He's like, "Is that guy a vampire? Because if he is, I want him to."
He's saying
bite
that to
me."
you?
No, he's saying it to the bartender and like people around him. He
Oh,
wants
okay.
me to turn and look at him.
Uh-huh.
But he's being so obnoxious, using like this fake New Orleans accent, being super gay.
little crawdaddy here.
And he's like being super gay, and then he's like, I can't even deal with him. I'm not
super
gonna
gay, but with like a Cajun accent.
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
heavy Cajun accent.
And he thinks he's funny, and everyone around him is kind of laughing at his jokes. But he repeated 2 jokes
How do you know he's gay?
because the way he was talking, he was like, if that boy was a vampire, I'd want him to bite me. You know, he's like saying this shit about me, like 3 seats down. You know, and it was like very annoying. And then like I eventually he started like, what is it like? You know, when people like kind of start like talking about the way you look.
Yeah.
And like it's like, look, he's not turning over to look at me. You know, like saying shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was so annoying.
Did you ever say anything to him?
I did briefly.
What'd you say to him?
I don't remember. I said, "Hey, yeah, nice to meet you. You're not. Yeah, you're fine. You're not bothering me."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm not bothering you, am I?" And I'm like, "No, you're fine."
Speaking of you getting some attention, you're getting some attention on my watch party.
Oh, all right, go watch.
Jessica Ashcraft says, "I don't know what this. Were you talking about passports?" She said, "Has Travis lost his passport again, or just the one time in China?"
Passport.
And then Nick says, "Why is the
No.
then Nick Martinowitz
Still
says,
just the one.
"Why is the tennis player from the Royal Tenenbaums here?"
Good one. I've gotten that before.
His name's Richie Tenenbaum.
Yeah.
I think if you combine Travis and I, then you would get
You get a
Richie
good
Tenenbaum. I got the beard,
Yeah.
Just
and I used to wear those glasses inspired by
blink,
Richie.
pretend
funny.
that's what he is.
Are you just changing cameras like a madman over there?
Yeah, because
So we'll combine into
combine into one.
Richie Tenenbaum.
Oh, I
if
see.
if it goes fast enough, I don't know.
It's not going very fast. Oh. You got to get in the same position on camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're not.
Go wide-eyed.
But we're not in the same framing. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be too hard to do. We have to give up.
A gay man tried to take me home on the night of my wedding that one time.
Oh, nice.
Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
It would have worked, but it was your wedding night.
Yeah. He was close,
Sorry,
though. He
man.
got me in the back room.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go.
What happened? I don't remember
He-
this.
He was like talking to me at the bar, and he's like, "Oh, let me buy you
Oh,
a
was
drink."
it at
'cause
that
he was-
Stardust
Yeah,
place?
we went to that
yeah,
Stardust
that's a
bar
gay
afterwards.
place.
Yeah.
that's
Well-
well, it's weird. It's like kind of a gay place. It's a fun,
Well, and
flamboyant.
It was
place.
during like the Pride.
I go there
weekend
every
or
now
whatever,
and
during
then.
the
Oh,
parade
yeah.
and everything. And so it's like
They have dirty bingo.
dirty bingo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
won a dirty porno there.
You did?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't remember. I gave it away.
Oh, did it have a fun title? Do you remember anything
I
about
don't
it?
remember anything about it. I could check my phone and see if there's a photo, but it would take too
That's funny.
long. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he was nice. He was just buying me drinks. I was like, all right. And then he wanted to like.
You
take
didn't
me
feel
to the-
guilty about taking the drinks?
No, he wanted to buy me a drink.
'cause
and
it
I
was
like,
wedding
I gotta
night.
get back. He's like, let me
Everyone
buy
was
you a
buying
drink.
him drinks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was in my Ashley was in her dress and everything.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Wait,
fun.
so
Party bus
he-
downtown?
it was clear,
Yeah,
and he still tried.
like kind of grabbed me by the arm and was taking me back to like the pool table area.
What the hell?
And
God,
I
the
think I was
confidence
like-
on these people. My God, you can't go any higher than that. You know, it's
Trying to
this
get somebody
man's
on their
wedding night.
raw-
It's his wedding night.
Unfiltered gay confidence. I
Yeah.
tell you.
It's
They are
something.
confident. They are
No.
confident.
A little too.
I think Connor saved me.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a grown man. I should have saved myself.
Did he-
I,
did
I
he
was being too nice.
Did he
I don't wanna, like, hurt his
sacrifice?
feelings.
Did he sacrifice
I
himself?
can't hurt your feelings.
Did he sacrifice?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm like unbuttoning my pants.
I just don't want to hurt your feelings.
feels wrong.
I don't want to sound homophobic, so here.
And then Connor steps in. Wait,
Yeah.
I'll take this one, Trevor. I'll go with the man. You stay with your wife.
You go with the girl.
And then they both walk off into the
I
shadows.
never saw Connor again.
He was a good man and a good friend. He took one for the team. He saved me that night.
That was 30 years ago. Well, we're making that movie and Drunk by Lunch. All right.
Yeah, drunk by lunch.
Uh,
Oh man,
yeah, but yeah, that's my story.
and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. What
All
else can we
right.
talk about? That was fun.
Comfortable silence.
I watched some movies this week, some older movies. I watched Punch Drunk Love,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm watching What About Bob right now with Bill Murray.
Oh. You know, I've lost respect.
I haven't
for
seen
Bill
that since I was a
Murray.
kid.
Whoa.
Why?
I don't know.
You've lost respect for Bill Murray. Why?
I don't know.
What changed?
Nothing really.
There's got to be something. You just decided.
I think it's the internet's reaction to him. Like everybody loves him.
Everybody likes him, so you can't like him.
Yeah,
anymore.
I can't like him anymore. I'm like, eh.
There was an interesting time in Bill Murray's career where, he was big for so long, and then, like before he did, I would say Rush.
Tom Hanks was big.
Before he did, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was making a bad joke.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But then he sort of like didn't do any. It felt like he didn't do anything for a while, and then he was like in Rushmore, and then Lost in Translation, and it was like he was back.
Oh yeah, and then he's in every Wes Anderson movie.
He's been in every Wes Anderson movie since.
Yeah.
And that was like, I feel like that was his reemergence, redefining himself and like reintroducing himself to a younger, wider world.
He did a great job too.
Yeah, he did it perfectly.
Yeah,
but maybe that steam has run out, and now you've lost. You're jumping off the bandwagon.
How old is Bill Murray now? He's got to be up there. What's that noise?
It's my chair. I'm rattling it with my legs. Oh yeah, Bill Murray. Yep. William is actually his first name. If you didn't know,
Wow.
William Murray.
I think it would be William Murray.
What do y'all think about the? What do y'all think
William,
about
William James Murray?
What do y'all think about artists who paint pictures of Bill Murray? Because I don't know why there's so many
Subculture
There's like a subculture
Bill Murray
of
painters.
people of Bill Murray painters. It blows my mind.
Bill Murray
And I
painter.
actually like them a lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool. But it's usually like the same image, is like that same face that's on a T-shirt.
Right.
Oh yeah,
that's
that
really
Bill
like
Murray
high
face.
contrast.
Yeah.
They just take that and they paint it, and okay.
Yeah.
I'm a Bill Murray
There you
artist.
go.
It's like
And
that.
there might be some-
I'm a Murrayist.
There might be
Yeah.
like a Marilyn Monroe and
Oh right.
a Janis Joplin in there.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger Joker.
Heath
as of
Ledger
late,
Joker, yeah.
Yep.
But lots of Bill Murray.
Oh.
Yep.
I think I heard in Jacksonville, where I'm from, they're trying to, or they're going to make a mural. There's a place called Murray Hill, a side of town. So I think they're gonna do a big mural of Bill Murray.
Maybe it's like
And there's like
to
backlash
attract him to their town.
No, there's maybe see that might work. But
He
I
lives in
think
Charleston,
there's some backlash in the city, and they're like, it's actually a petition to like stop this, because they're like, it doesn't make any sense just because his name is Murray and the place is called
I
Murray
gotta
Hill.
agree with that.
Yeah, there's like 100. There's like 100 more relevant
Yeah.
people or things.
How
that-
about
that
someone
could
from
represent-
Jacksonville named Murray?
Yeah.
There's got to be.
Any one of those like
who
famous
was- who was
musicians
the Murray
from
from
that
Murray
area.
Hill?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's the original Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Or where's the hill? You
Yeah.
know?
What's going on here? They should just
More
honestly
importantly-
auction off the space to whoever wants it. You want the naming rights on this spot, and then like billionaires bid it up. Donald Trump Square, and just pay for the naming rights. That'd be actually kind of cool.
You could, yeah. We should do that somewhere where it's kind of cheap
Yeah.
and get our
Like the Laser Lion Park.
the Lazy Lion stump.
Yeah. Like Plymouth Rock,
Yeah, but
not quite.
a stump
Mm-hmm.
can be removed via stump removal.
Mm-hmm.
When they remove the stump, do they get it all?
No.
Of the tree,
Yeah.
They
like all the roots.
Yeah.
The roots are still down there.
I mean,
They usually
that's
cut
what
the
I-
tree down
yeah.
and they grind the stump.
Right, and then they leave the
Yeah.
roots.
When we got our trees trimmed, we paid for the grinding of stumps.
Yes.
Of some smaller trees and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, we didn't bring the grinder. We'll come back later. Can we have the money? And I was like, I guess so. But you're going to come back, right, and grind these stumps? And they're like, yeah, we'll be back.
They never came back.
And they never came back, and I think the company's out of business.
Oh,
What?
it's that company I used him
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
right? I have his new company phone, and I have
like,
his phone number.
Come grind my
Yeah.
stumps.
You son of a bitch!
I got a
You're supposed to grind my stumps.
You know what really grinds my stumps when someone cuts down my tree and don't grind the stumps.
You got to grind those stumps when
Gotta
you commit
grind
to
'em.
grinding the stumps.
I mean, and you got to do it all on the same day.
Yep.
Just
or it'll
do
never
it all or
happen.
don't do it.
We have a tree that fell down in our house from the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
And so the landlord paid for the tree removal. And they sort of ground it up. But right now, where there's like a new tree growing out of its old base.
Really?
And there's
Wow.
like limbs. The limbs went into the dirt.
Yeah.
And they just decided to cut them at where they were at grass level. So there's
No.
probably
Aw.
so there's probably like this much of branch into the ground at several points in the yard. They-
Like where they stuck like needles down into
yeah,
the ground?
where they went, yeah, into the ground. So it's like they're still there. They never got those out. So those are scattered in the front yard.
Do you mow your own grass?
No, another service does.
I bet that janks up their lawnmower.
Yeah, I think after so long now, it's been
Yeah, but I bet the
leveled
first
out.
few times it was like,
Yeah.
crank.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, they didn't remove that, and the stump now has a new tree coming out of it, which is really cool. So
That
we'll
is
see.
cool.
So you're not going to grind the stump.
No.
You know,
Because
let
of the
that
new
tree
life.
thrive.
Yeah, the new life. Life finds a way.
Boy, that really grinds my gears.
Stump grinding.
Stump grinding. So that's a stump grinding.
I heard it was a couple days ago. Maybe it was like the 6 year. I was like, really? Has it been 6 years since that? I think she was a camera assistant died in Atlanta. Who got
On the
hit
train
by
tracks?
the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
geez.
saw somebody posted about that.
6 years have gone by?
That's what I feel like. That's what it said. And I was like, that couldn't have been 6 years. We should have made like 3 feature films by now. 6 years. What have we been doing?
6
Sitting on this
years.
podcast?
Yeah.
Sarah Jones, yeah.
Sarah Jones.
Sounds
R.I.P.
made up.
Sarah Jones.
Rest in peace, though.
That's crazy.
So what happened? She got hit by a train?
Well, they
They were guerrilla filmmaking on the train. They
Yeah.
weren't supposed to be there on the train track.
Wait, was this that movie for the singer?
Midnight.
Yeah, it
it
was
was
a-
Midnight
Yeah,
Rider
yeah,
for like
the-
a
Did
Did it ever
Brother
come
or
out?
Brother
Did it ever
movie.
come out?
Oh yeah, the director got some years of disciplinary action. If I'm
He
not-
got 2 years in jail, I think,
Yeah.
and like 10 years of probation and $20,000 fine. I think.
It's unfinished.
He'll come out and finish it. Speaking of unfinished, remember that guy we interviewed for Lane, the Rob Booker guy?
Rob Booker, yeah.
And
Roger
then-
Stone just got
Yeah, I just saw he
sentenced
just got sentenced. He
for
only got
years, yeah.
40 months. That's nothing.
Yeah.
40 months for like basically rigging the election in favor of Trump. You know, that's pretty. That's like nothing. It encouraged his doing it. You know, everybody should just.
What
do
is
this
that
stuff.
though? Like 4 years?
It's
Something
like just
like
under
that.
4 years, I think.
Yeah, just
Just
under
under?
4 years.
Or no,
It's-
maybe it is 4 years.
And he'll probably get a pardon. So what's it matter?
Oh yeah, the president can just pardon you.
Yeah, the president can just pardon him. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So interesting. Wonder if that guy's
Hey, Big Mike joined.
Do you know
Oh,
how
yeah,
long
he'll
4
shout
years
out
in
it.
prison would feel? It
Oh,
would feel like a lifetime.
But when by the time you're out, you know,
you would feel like you have a new lease on life.
right? And then it's only
But
4
the 4 years
years
would feel like 20 probably.
right. But by the time you're out, you'd be like, wow, I'm gonna
But then
appreciate
it would feel like
every
time
day.
rewound, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm back.
what if
Yep.
you just get really good at sleeping for like
Yeah,
12 hours?
I'm pretty good at it now.
but you probably
great at
yeah,
it.
I'd be great.
Travis, if any one of us has to go to jail, it's Travis because he
I
can
could
just
probably sleep
through the
70%
whole
of the time. But you probably couldn't because
they'll
there'd
be
be
like-
like banging and like
they'll be like-
lights out and they're like slapping the
Time
stick.
to get up, man.
Yeah.
It's
the
a
guard
cell
the
inspection.
guard comes by. Travis Ingram, time to go out in the yard. He's like, 5 more minutes. Just skip me. I'll come. I'll do it tomorrow. Don't you want some fresh air and sunlight? No, I'm good.
Cozy, go away.
If they just gave everybody cell phones in prison, like
Yeah.
there probably wouldn't be
Wait,
any fights.
if
or
they-
like
do they have
stabbing.
cell phones?
Attempt
You
to
could just
to look
sit
at
in your bed
everything
and
ever
watch
on the internet.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. You probably could do it.
You could
probably
come
look
out
at
of there
It
and
would
then
honestly
on the
be
internet.
fine. Like if you could just have your phone and order a pizza every once in a while, it'd be kind of all right.
and then you'd be
Some
like,
of
all
those
right,
prisons,
like
I feel like
free
you get.
gym. I get to make some friends, some exercise,
Yeah,
and
but-
it's all forced upon me.
See,
Yeah.
it's the
It's
same
great.
as like schools or neighborhoods. Like the rich people
Sign
go
me
to the
up.
fancy prisons
Yeah.
where they play like you
Right.
know tennis,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Relatively
mind,
speaking.
honestly, going there.
It seems like
you
a
know?
waste of money, honestly.
Like 2
like-
months there might not be bad.
Maybe just house arrest. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like a
Do you ever feel
weekend
like-
at a vacation.
Do you ever feel like some people go to prison and you can kind of read it on their face where they're like, "Thank goodness, like somebody just tell me what to do every day." It's too hard being out here trying to make all these decisions.
Lock me
Yeah.
up.
Like, I just need some stability in my life.
A little structure
A
never
little
hurt anybody.
Well, you're almost programmed that way because the way the school system's set up.
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
Yeah.
I need that again. And it's prison's the only place you'll kind of find that type of structure.
You remember that
Yeah.
feeling after
Well, you know,
college when like college was over and you're like, Now what?
Yeah.
Just like that saying.
There
you
was
know, through
nothing
discipline,
to
you
do.
get freedom.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like, oh yeah, you go to jail and then you get out, so you're free.
Yeah.
Or you get structure and then you got
Write a book.
yeah.
Yeah.
That guy should write a book
Yeah.
about how he rigged the election or whatever he did,
He probably will.
and then he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Oh, he'll be more than fine.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's good.
Was that attorney that's been showing up in the news? Is he part of that whole thing? Barr? Or is that something?
Oh, I
different?
don't know.
Bar.
I saw there was like I think he was trying to like intervene in the whole thing because I think
Oh, William Barr, that guy, like that.
Roseanne Barr.
oh
Ooh,
yeah,
Roseanne Barr.
why didn't you say that in the beginning? Yeah, that guy. I
Yeah.
don't really know much about it. I try not to follow the news.
Yeah,
really
I
too
try
much.
not to, which is
I
probably
don't
for
follow the
worst.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vote
We're
Bernie,
just-
though. Go
We're
Bernie.
just sitting in here in a bunker, not watching the news. We
Yeah.
don't know what's going on.
Roseanne Barr. You know, they still carry that show on, but they call it the Connors.
The Connors.
The
Yeah.
Connors.
Yeah.
That's
They
weird.
shouldn't have kicked her off.
What? How did they write her off? Did they
don't
kill
know.
her?
I think she died. Yeah.
Yeah. All
But
right.
what, was she in like one? Was she
she
like
die?
in one episode, or did she ever even make it on air? Because it happened right at the beginning.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think
No.
there was like 1 or 2 episodes where she was.
Yeah, she was on it for a brief bit.
Yeah.
That's so messed up. Also, who wants to watch it with? Well,
Well, who wants to watch
who
it?
wants to watch it?
I always thought that show
Who
was
wants to watch
so
it with or without Roseanne?
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah, it was
I
garbage.
was like, man.
It was like drab and depressing.
It was. Yeah, you're like, why do I want to watch real life?
Yeah, I
Or
want
like-
to escape.
Awful,
I'm gonna
awful
put Tool
home
Time
life.
on Home Improvement.
Oh, yeah, at least that's like funner real life versus like depressing real life.
That yeah.
Like Ray Romano.
I was gonna
thing.
say everybody loves
I'm rough.
Raymond.
I'm
Yeah.
rough.
Oh,
Like that one was like it was
Ugh.
more cartoony and a little bit funnier.
The dad was like
But-
the funniest part of that whole thing.
But the relationship with him and his wife was just like
Toxic.
toxic.
Mhm.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Happy wife, happy life.
Hashtag.
Yeah, that's why you got to watch. Good old Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's a good
Friends.
one. It's like arbitrary. You know?
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
Yeah.
No relationship drama.
Yeah.
No like
Except
murdering and.
What was
no-
everybody's favorite Seinfeld episode?
Episode 391.
That's non-existent.
It's in my mind. I don't know what my favorite one is.
It's hard to say. There's a lot of them, and they all kind of run
and
together.
they're all great.
Yeah,
and they
there's a
basically
lot of
affected all
really
of
good
society.
ones. I really like
All
the
of
parking
comedy.
garage one. I think that's a
Oh,
really
yeah.
good one.
It's a good one.
That's a good
it's
one.
definitely not my favorite, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a memorable one. I say
Yeah,
that because
it pops into my memory.
there's certain ones like that are very memorable, but I don't know that they're my favorite. Like the
Yeah.
restaurant, just because they're unique. They're very unique.
I like the Vandelay Industries episode a lot, where like George has to go date the employment office lady's daughter
Oh yeah,
and all that stuff.
That's a funny
That's
scenario
because it's like that. I don't remember it being drawn out as much as it actually was in the episode. There was like way more to it than I remembered.
I like the one with Kramerica.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
where
yeah.
Kramer has an intern.
The
Yeah.
intern, yeah.
They're trying to invent stuff. And they're doing the
Hello.
hello.
I'm not looking up.
The bladder system.
yeah.
And then Jerry, he's like a bladder that goes inside the tankers to hold the oil. And Jerry's like, that's actually not a bad idea. Just closes the door on his face.
Yeah.
Or it's like one of the first episodes, I think, or like one of the early episodes where Jerry gets his TV stolen.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
leaves the door open.
Yep.
Is that the one where he gets cable too, or something? He's trying to get cable.
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
so.
that.
Yeah,
Trying.
yeah.
I don't mind the pilot either. Lots of people rag on the first season and the pilot and everything, but I think it's great.
Yeah. No.
I think it's a
Good
strong,
pilot.
strong beginning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Strong pilot.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Case shut.
All right. Glad we got that off our
Yeah.
plate. Anything else? Anything else anybody wants to talk about? Phil, you look like you got something.
I don't have anything.
Okay. We can wrap it up.
What do y'all think
It's
about
been about an hour.
the Birds of Prey movie?
What's that?
Anybody have
It's
interest in that?
the Harlequin.
Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah. When I went to go see 1912,
1917.
1917, that was playing. And I was like, what is this Birds of Prey? And then I saw the poster. And I was like, what?
It's like a spin-off of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Looks like complete garbage to me.
I feel
Me
like
too.
it's like they were feeding off of Joker when they made that trailer for that movie. They were trying to make it feel like.
I heard some speculation that maybe that movie was insurance, like an insurance policy for Joker in case it did bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they put it out the same time that Deadpool came
It
out
is
and stuff
interesting
like
'cause-
that. But it's funny because it worked the opposite way.
Yeah, it seemed like it kind of went. Well, in my mind, it seemed like it kind of just went away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I has seen a
I
whole
remember
trailer
the,
for
the
it.
trailers were
but
around the same time as Joker, and then I felt like the advertising for it just kind of went away.
Everybody on YouTube's talking about it though because it's like
Yeah.
it's a flop.
A flop.
Don't bring your politics into our movies. It's a flop. But my big problem with those movies is like, why don't you just give these people costumes?
Yeah.
I don't want to watch somebody in just weird pants, just like weird pants from Hot Topic. Like, be Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Put her in the outfit. I don't really get it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is like Batman and Superman the only ones who get
right, like
costumes?
in,
Wonder
like-
Woman.
Right. Like,
Give them costumes.
wear the outfit from like
Wear
the
the
comics,
outfit
yeah,
from the comics.
or the cartoon.
I don't know
Yeah.
why they insist on like not doing that.
Because they think
They try to make it
might
hip.
look- yeah, might
Or,
look
like, make it
be dorky. I
More
don't know.
realistic.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's dumb. I don't get it. I don't.
It really annoys me, and I feel like
Grant's
people
my
would be
stump.
more excited about it.
Mhm.
Like, think about a movie that looked kind of like the Batman cartoon, but in real life.
Oh yeah, it would be awesome.
Like shot like in that gothic kind of way, and everybody's in the costumes, but
Yep.
it's like kind of muted colors.
Yeah, we've
be
talked about it before.
fantastic.
There's never really been a Batman that looks like that on
That's the best
in
one.
live action. Yeah.
You know, I heard that they painted all those frames on black paper, and that's why it looks so great and so dark.
That's cool.
They didn't have to like add the darkness. They painted on black paper.
What are you doing over there?
Why were you on
Oh,
Trevor
you're
so
sticking
long?
your nose on camera.
I was being dumb.
What?
Travis is messing with the cameras over there.
Oh. Anyway, go watch Batman. The
No,
animated
It's on
series.
Amazon.
Is the whole thing on there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Because like
nice.
I feel like
almost bought it on Blu-ray when it came out,
Warner Brothers always would release like just compilations of that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
but it recently
That
came
always
out on
annoyed me.
Blu-ray. That always annoyed me too.
Yeah, so it's on Amazon now. So strike while the
Sweet.
iron's hot.
I will watch it. Maybe that'll be my workout.
Yeah.
I'll watch a whole season.
That'll get you through like maybe a week of
Yeah.
workouts,
Maybe a week.
Like a, yeah,
couple days,
Mm-hmm.
one workout.
yeah.
Oh
I
God,
wanna
we're
be big
losing
and
it.
strong like Batman. Isn't it? We're going down. Well, yeah. This has gone on long enough, I think.
If you were
Let's
on a
be real.
ship
Yeah.
and like the Titanic and it was drowning and you were in middle class, like what would you do?
I don't know, but we got about a minute to
I would,
decide that.
hack my way to the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Because didn't a lot of
Survival.
people die on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I thought anything might be going wrong, I'd go to the deck of the ship. Were they
Yeah.
even allowed on the deck of the ship?
I don't know.
I think they were.
Yeah. That's where all the muster stations were.
You know,
I don't know.
there's a lots of
I'm assuming.
there's a lots of valuable ships. You know, like the Titanic was obviously very valuable. You might
Yeah.
think like a ship made of pure diamonds would be very valuable, but you know what the most valuable ship is?
Oh, I do.
A relationship.
Friendship.
Oh.
Travis.
Oh, whatever.
Friendship. That's a Norm
Friendship.
Macdonald joke.
Follow us on YouTube. We have all these
Facebook.
episodes on YouTube. Also, they're on Spotify and they're
And
actually
another one. They're on
Google
like 4 now.
Podcasts.
Google
They're on all the
Podcasts,
podcast
like
streaming
Breaker.
platforms.
Anywhere your podcasts,
So
you get your podcasts.
yeah, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Follow us on Tiny Laser Boys at Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if anybody owns that. Anyways, we love you.
Tiny Lazy Boys.
See you next time. I'm
Thanks
Trevor
for tuning
Cruz.
in. I'm Philip Schuck.
And I'm Travis Ingram.
Laserline Podcast.com. Is that a website?
Maybe.